Welcome back everyone to another weekly review of the crypto market. I'm Dee and I've got some exciting news to share with you today on some altcoins and a special price prediction from our TA expert on one of them. So you better stick around because you won't want to miss this. The altcoins that we're going to be talking about today is Thorchain, Zilliqa, the Graph, and an upcoming launch, Polkamon. So let's jump into it. Thorchain, with their native token RUNE, will be releasing their multi-chain chaos net very shortly. Thorchain is a decentralized liquidity protocol, allowing users to deposit native assets into liquidity pools to earn yield. The network is 100% autonomous and decentralized. The RUNE token provides utility in 5 different ways. The first one of those is liquidity. Every single asset is paired with RUNE. This allows the upcoming Asgard DEX, which is the first decentralized exchange built on Thorchain, to avoid diluting pair liquidity, which could occur if you have multiple liquidity providers. This involves, for example, ETH to RUNE, USDC to RUNE, and keeps all pooled assets extremely liquid. RUNE can therefore be the main settlement asset, the same way that ETH is the main settlement asset on Uniswap. The second is security. All nodes are required to bond a minimum of 1 million RUNE tokens. And if a node operator acts maliciously, their bonded asset is slashed by 1.5 times the value that is lost. Since all pools are paired with RUNE, this ensures that the valuer's stake is always greater than the stolen amount. The third is governance. Thorchain is governance minimal. However, holding RUNE allows you to use your liquidity to vote on what assets are listed or delisted on the Asgard DEX. The fourth is incentives. Gas for transactions are available to be paid by the base assets. The network then pays back liquidity providers 2 times the amount of the gas used back in RUNE tokens. The fifth is amplifier. As the liquidity held in RUNE pools grow, the pools will become so liquid they'll start to impact the price of all assets that are paired against it. Now let's look at this in terms of ETH. When ETH goes up, what happens with the alts? They also go up. The multi-chain chaos net will be launching soon. Now there is no definitive date yet. However, the dev updates estimate it'll be within 1 month at the earliest. Multi-chain chaos net is basically the beta of the Asgard DEX. Asgard DEX will allow interoperability and pooling of whatever layer 1 asset you want. The second token on our list is Zilliqa, who will be having their Poly network bridge live by the end of Q2. Zilliqa is a high-performance, high-security blockchain platform. They have recently unveiled their plans to enable greater interoperability amongst the multiple chains. This is, for example, the Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain via the Poly network bridge. Zilliqa is mainly based on the concept of sharding and primarily aims at improving the scalability of cryptocurrency networks. The white paper mentions that the transaction speed would be 1,000 times that faster than, say, for example, Ethereum. Zilliqa is fast, secured, and decentralized. ZIL is the token that powers the Zilliqa blockchain. The tokens can be used for smart contract execution, to reward miners, to cover transaction fees, and much more. Users can stake ZIL and earn rewards for fueling the circular economy of Zilliqa. Blockchains such as Zilliqa, Bitcoin, and Ethereum are independent and disconnected from each other. Their disconnectedness is mainly due to the fact they are very different systems in the way they validate transactions and store data on-chain. Poly Network solves this fundamental issue by creating an interoperability layer that connects several chains together in a decentralized manner. It creates a bridge that takes data or requests from one chain and passes it to another in the format that the latter expects. The Zilliqa team are working on the ERC20 bridge with the aims of having this done by the end of Q2. The bridge will allow Ethereum-based projects to migrate over to Zilliqa's blockchain, where they will benefit from faster transactions, lower transaction fees, and a scalable network. It will allow Ethereum-based projects to gain more traction and adoption. Zilliqa only recently just integrated with Binance Smart Chain. It increased the usability of the token with attractive returns. BSC is only one of the components of the Poly network bridge, with further plans to allow free flow of assets cross-chain amongst Zilliqa, Ethereum, Neo, and other chains. So let's quickly check with Harry on what's the critical resistance and support we should be mindful of, and what are some price targets for this token.
Thank you very much, Dee, for passing me on, and welcome guys to the TA part of this video. And if you stuck around, definitely think about giving a like and a subscribe. Definitely helps us out and helps us push out content like this. So let's get straight into the chart. I've laid out everything. If you want to see how I do this stuff, I do daily TA, shield your alts, and also on Sundays we have live streams. Well, that being said, let's get straight into the chart and let's give you some of these price predictions and some buy-in targets, some good selling points. So let's do it. First of all, we're on the weekly time frame here, and we can see that weekly momentum is turning up, which is a very big positive, and this is generally a healthy chart, right? And with weekly momentum turning up, I am looking for a move pretty soon, right? If we drop down to the daily here and we check momentum on the daily is also touching this regression line here, coming in all the way since September. And then November we got a low, and looks like we're catching this low here coming in, at our current date, but this does need to cross up at this current positioning. Now, to help you look where, would we have that breakout, how would we confirm that? We have here a descending triangle, which has a pretty good hit rate in cryptocurrencies, right? And if you look here on the 4 hour, we can see that, any wicks down here to the 0.15 level is a very good buying opportunity. Of course, this is not financial advice. So if price was to reject at the top of this triangle like it has been doing in the past and come down back to this area, I'd look at that as an opportunity on first pass, right? Any closures, down below this area, on a daily closure, so use a daily time frame, will be worrying, and you can look to hedge your positions, right? But if we do just carry on and break and close a 4 hour above this descending triangle area here, I do think that we go and test all-time high back up here at 1.19, and some future targets, I do think we will break through it, probably pop up to 0.22. And then if we, small rejection there, if we don't break structure, then we're continuing to our next target of 0.25. And those are the targets. But this base again has to hold here, especially on the daily. You can see how clear it is. If we were to get a closure below something like this, right? Any closure below like this is gonna be an issue, right? So definitely keep your eyes on that. And with that being said, that's my TA part. Nice and simple. Join us on Sundays. You can chill me alts, ask me questions. Once we get to this area here, I will relook at that. Be sure to be subscribed because I give daily videos out on that. Thank you guys, and take care.
The third token on our list is the Graph, who will be having their mainnet migration kickoff next month. The Graph is an indexing protocol for querying networks like Ethereum and IPFS. Anyone can build and publish open APIs, called subgraphs, making data easily accessible. Before the Graph, the teams had to develop and operate proprietary indexing servers. This required significant engineering and hardware resources and broke the important security properties required for decentralization. With the Graph, all data is stored and processed on open networks with verifiable integrity. The Graph makes querying this data reliable, fast, and secure. Entrepreneurs are creating the next level apps to scale human coordination on the internet. By creating Web3 protocols, developers can build dApps with powerful new features for solving the world's greatest challenges. This includes agency, owning your identity, data, and reputation, and reliability guaranteed to run forever on a reliable public infrastructure. Interoperability, seamlessly switch between dApps. There is also money, programmable money, and financial contracts. Also security, safe, secure, and private. And the last one is governance, transparent rules that people have a voice in. The Graph adopts a work token model. And to support the functioning of the query market, the protocol introduces a native utility token known as GRT. Graph tokens have two primary uses. First is the index staking, Indexes deposit graph tokens to be discoverable in the query market and to provide economic security for the work they are performing. The second is curator signaling. Curators deposit graph tokens in a curation market, where they are rewarded for correctly predicting which subgraph will be valuable to the network. So what does this news mean to you? In December 2020, the Graph actually launched their mainnet, the first global and easily searchable index of blockchain data. The Graph's mainnet migration will occur in 3 key phases: migration bootstrapping, production dApps, and curation live. Starting next month, the first production subgraphs will commence migrating from the Graph's hosted servers to the decentralized network. dApp developers will be able to configure settings to choose the indexes best suitable to their applications and set rate limits. Once curation is live, non-technical and technical users of the Graph will be able to signal on subgraphs to create a global and decentralized curation market. At this time, all subgraph developers will be able to migrate their subgraphs from the hosted service with ease. There is no definitive date, however, it sounds like this migration will take a few months to fully finalize. There are so many upcoming launches, I had to just focus on one, and this one really caught my eye. It's known as Polkamon. Polkamon have just announced that they will be launching their IDO on PokerStarter on the 31st of March. You may have noticed earlier this week that Polkamon team announced a special surprise for some early adopters. You do need to pay a little bit of gas fee, a little bit for some people, a lot for us. But you can claim an egg that may offer you 2 potential opportunities. First one is for the polls pool, which will have 100 PokerStarter baby dragons allocated to it. The second one will be for the community pool, which will have 80 silver baby dragons allocated to it. Recipients of both dragons will be granted access to participate in the public sale of their token PMON on PokerStarter for up to $500. Eggs can be claimed until the 29th of March, 4 p.m. CET. The Polkamon technology building blocks consist of 3 layers that create a modern and sustainable ecosystem. Layer 1 is the NFT decentralized ownership system. The ownership layer is supported by the PMON token for increased liquidity and trading ease. Layer 2 consists of the visualization and metadata. It enriches the SOL NFTs by providing detail-rich visuals and metadata. The third layer is the application level. This top layer creates an infinite universe of utilization. Polkamon are able to provide multiple layers of utilization that goes beyond digital art or collectibles. There are no crazy games of Polkamon, no abstract mining or complex connections. In regard to visual representation, Polkamon is a very visual ecosystem for NFTs. Therefore, the Polkamon team want to push the visual limits of NFT technology by providing extremely high definition animations to the Polkamon creatured collectibles. They will also contribute to a more exciting experience when traded on the Polkamon marketplace. Polkamon are animated digital collectibles created by using blockchain technology. Each Polkamon is backed by a truly unique NFT, which is indistinguishable from any other NFT, and can be unpacked with the PMON tokens, which is the ERC20 token on the Polkamon platform. The Polkamon NFT collection can be easily integrated into modern games, art, and other blockchain connected products. Looking at the Polkamon roadmap, the team aims to achieve adding music to these NFTs, giving it a bit of sound and noise, kind of bringing it to life. They aim to launch the app, widget, and the Pokédex to expand the utilization of the ecosystem. Introduction of newly discovered Polkamon as NFTs. Introduction of advanced token and NFT staking. Introduction of Layer 2 art, where you will see more super rares to come. And lastly, the Polkamon Arena, where you can potentially see how your Polkamon competes with others. Well everyone, that is about it for this week. I hope you have enjoyed this week's content. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you have anything in mind that you're looking out for that you'd like us to explore. Before you go, I am going to ask, don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and also don't forget to get a part of our community in the Telegram or Discord. You'll love it. I'll see you next week for another review of the crypto market. In the meantime, jump in our channels, let's get chatting, and don't forget to watch these altcoins over the next few weeks because they're quite exciting. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.